Hello, online crew. I hope you're doing awesome today. What I'm going to share with you today is 5 strategies to attract more leads if you don't have a big following. There are so many people in this industry that are on social media that don't have a lot of influence yet, and you don't have a really big audience yet. Like, you don't have 5,000 friends, don't have thousands of followers, on Instagram, or, you don't have a really big following or much influence over that following. Often people get confused about what they should be concentrating on. So if that's you, listen up, because I want to share with you 5 things that, in my opinion, in my journey in this industry online, you should be really concentrating on. If you're relatively new, you don't have that influence, you don't have a really big following on social media, what is it that you should be concentrating on? So you might want to get a pen and just jot these things down, because this could be really helpful for you to work out where you should be spending your time. Social media can be absolutely exhausting. Have you felt that at all? Like, do you feel overwhelmed by social media sometimes and just think, oh, there's so many things to learn, there's so many things to do, there's, just endless amounts of things to do on social media. What should you concentrate on to get more leads when you're not very well known? And I think this is a really important discussion, because I talk to a lot of people that just go, I don't know what to post on social media, or I'm so overwhelmed, I'm not doing anything because I don't really know where to start. So this video is for those of you that feel like that, okay? If we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain, and I'm here for our amazing community of entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, network marketers, social sellers, etc. And you want to utilize social media and use modern social media strategies to build your business successfully. That's what we talk about here. So if that's you, you're in the right place. It's awesome to have you here. I will note I am live 2 hours before I normally am. So, and when I put up my scheduled post of when I was going live last night, I put the wrong time and I only amended it this morning. So I'm sure there's be a lot of people catching this on the replay instead of live. And I do apologize for that, because I put the wrong time on it for most of the time that I was alerting people that I was going to go live, but that doesn't matter. Just a couple of reminders. Those of you in our free 21-day Reels challenge, you're almost at the end. You've only got a few days to go, so hang in there. You're doing an amazing job. And those of you that aren't or haven't participated in that, you can pick that up anytime. If you find your way into my free group, Facebook group, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, and you go to Guide 19, then all the details are there. All the templates for the 21 days, my training of how to do a reel, how to repurpose a reel from Instagram to Facebook, how to learn about hashtags. All that training is there. It's completely free for you. You can jump on it at any time. And just a reminder that while the Reels Challenge is still on up until day 21, we do have a special offer for you to get more training, on Reels and every other aspect of building your business on social media. So go to Guide 19 in my free Facebook group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, and get all the details there, okay? And those of you in my coaching community, please make sure you watch the replay of yesterday's training, where I did 10 advanced strategies for Reels. They're fun, they're cool, it'll help you stand out from the crowd with the Reels, so you definitely want to catch that. So anybody that's joining me live, hello, say hello. I'm over here on Instagram. I remembered today. I still haven't posted my video from yesterday on Instagram, so I'll do that later today. Hello on Facebook and YouTube and my free group. For those of you that have managed to catch me live 2 hours earlier than I normally am, thank you. It's awesome to have you here. And that includes Beth, and it includes Susan, and anybody else that is here. Hello, Katrina. How are you on Instagram? Thank you for saying hello. So if you're here with me live, do say hello so I can give you a bit of a shout out. So let's get into the content today and for these 5 strategies. So again, I just want to reiterate, if you don't have like a really huge following or an influence over that following yet, these are the things that I recommend you get skilled at, okay? Number 1, so I've got my notes here if I'm looking down. Number 1 is definitely, absolutely, in this day and age, 2022, is short form video content. So are you doing it or are you avoiding it? So that's a no-brainer. Hopefully hopefully you already know that, but things like Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and TikTok, honestly, do the work once and repurpose it 3 times. That's the best thing that you can learn to do. So if you don't know how to do that, I've got all that training for free for you in my Facebook group in Guide 19. So go and access that and learn the skill and be consistent. When it comes to short form video content, it's a little bit different to other types of content, where I would say it is quality over quantity. There's no place for perfectionism in micro video content. Just don't worry about it. If you do, a reel that has got lip syncing with it and you don't do a very good job at it, who cares? It doesn't matter. The more you put out there. So I would recommend 1 a day as far as reels go. You may or may not be able to sort of meet that requirement. My saving grace for keeping up with reels is by batching the content, and I'll do that later today. I often put, in my part of the world, it's Friday, so on my Friday afternoon I often set aside an hour or two and I just batch a whole lot of reels for the coming week. So then I have them sitting in my drafts and I just post them, every day and the coming week. At the moment, I'm not posting on weekends, but I probably will, just to test the organic reach on that again. But you can use your time really wisely. But honestly, it's the untapped organic reach that you can access, and you never know when something's going to go viral. So the more, the better. Okay. Hey, Johnny, good to see you on live on Instagram. So that's my number 1 tip. My number 2 tip is you really got to have a conversation. And if you didn't catch our discussion on Clubhouse a couple of days ago, definitely go and catch the replay. Really cool discussion we had about how to start conversations on social media, and how to generate leads. So very congruent with the conversation that I'm having with you today. So go and catch the replay of our Clubhouse discussion a couple of days ago, because you want to get some of the tips from that, but you really want to become a professional conversation starter. And we talked a lot about that on Clubhouse. Because if you don't have a big audience yet and you don't have influence yet, then you need to do a combination. This is what I talked about on Clubhouse as well. You need to have a combination of marketing and prospecting. What I see a lot of people do that are newer to this industry is they come onto social media and they start learning a lot about the marketing, and you get really engrossed with training, and you watch free training on free training on free training on free training, but you don't actually take a lot of the action, and you stop prospecting. Until you've got enough people reaching out to you that becomes a problem, you still need to be prospecting until you get a bigger audience and you get influence over that audience. So if you become a professional conversation starter, then that means you're going to have more conversations. Now, somebody that has more conversations on social media can actually get better results in their network marketing business than somebody that's got a bigger influence, believe it or not, a bigger influence and a bigger audience, because they're not necessarily having individual conversations. Individual conversations is what leads to customers, clients, and teammates, correct? Now, you can't have or get customers, teammates and clients, etc., whatever it is that you do, without having conversations. So if you can learn to be a professional conversation starter, there are gurus in this industry that are amazing at this. And there's one person in particular I've got in mind, and he's just so in tune with birthday messages. So is that something that you do every day? Do you send birthday messages? Do you voice record a birthday message to like Facebook gives you that information? So that can start a conversation. And it has many a time for me. Just a trick around that is send the message before their birthday or after birthday, because you just blend in with everyone else saying happy birthday on the actual day. But things like that, little things like, I went into depth with this on Clubhouse, but little things like learn to be somebody that compliments people, because not enough people do. But when you do, you get noticed. That can start a conversation. There's so many little things that you can learn to do that you do not need influence, and you do not need a large audience to be a nice person, compliment people, pick up something on their Instagram profile or Facebook and say, that looks awesome. Whereabouts exactly did you go? Or tell me more about that. That looks amazing. I'd love to know a little bit more. Like, just start a conversation and compliment people and ask questions. It's as simple as that. So if you're not somebody that has a big audience or has huge influence, just become a professional conversation starter. And if you do that every day, day in, day out, your consistency will outwin somebody that's got a bigger audience and a bigger following than you. Guarantee it. Okay. Conversations is what leads to the sale. So that's number 2. Number 3, check in with your mindset. Also, I mentioned this on Clubhouse this week. Come in from the mindset of who can I help today, not who can I get today. So when most people's thinking goes is, how do I get another customer? How do I get a teammate? You're thinking in getting people. When you come from that place, that vibe comes off and people see it. If people think you need them, they're not going to be as interested as you want them to be. If people think you're a little bit desperate, they'll go running 100 miles an hour. Like if people really think that you need the sale, you need them as a customer, or you're being too pushy, it's going to work against you, and you're going to have that. I guess people are going to feel that from you. If you wake up in the morning and it's like, who can I help today? Who can I help with their health today? If you're in a health and wellness company, or who can I help maybe discover that they can earn an extra income stream, online, rather than who can I get today. So change your mindset. And around that, when you change your mindset, you think about different questions to ask. So when you become a professional person who identifies pain points and offers solutions, you'll do so much better. So this is the prospecting side of it. This is the one-on-one kind of networking that you should be doing every day. But when you change your mindset and go into your day and go into your networking and your prospecting with, who can I actually help today? Who can I offer a solution to? Who can I identify a pain point? Because you've got really good at asking really good quality questions, you're going to have far better results in your business. So your whole mindset of just being, my whole motto, being a human before a marketer, like actually asking good quality questions and caring about the person rather than getting another customer or getting a teammate, but that kind of mentality. Do you know what I mean? I know you all want more customers and more teammates. You do, don't you? Of course you do. But your mindset around that absolutely comes through when you liaise with people on social media. So, number 2 that I spoke about, become a professional conversation starter. But number 3, you've got to have the right mindset around how you're going to approach that. So when you go in with the approach of who can I help today, and, maybe who can I ask whether they're having a good day or not, or how are they, like just being, in the right mindset around that, or, how can I help you today? Or, identifying people's pain points and then offering a solution, you're going to have far better results in your business. So it's a skill for you to learn. Newbies, or even if you've been around the block for a while, that is a skill that you want to learn to master in having really good high quality conversations and learning to identify pain points and then offering what you have as a solution. So just using words like, tell me more about that. So then you get somebody to dig deeper in whatever their problem is. So you're identifying a pain point. And then you can just come in and say, well, I might have something that can help you with that. Would you be open to? Gives you the perfect lead in to bring in your product or your business opportunity without that cold message of, I've got something amazing. I think you should look at it. 2 totally different approaches. Okay. So number 3 is all around your mindset and how you approach this industry and how you approach potential sort of prospects. Number 4, 2 things with number 4. I would highly recommend that you become a curiosity creator and value provider. So write that down, curiosity creator and value provider. So what you should take from that is 2 main things, creating curiosity and creating value. You can do that without being famous. You can do that without being an audience, or, having a big audience. But if you can create curiosity and you do that through your content, like the marketing side of it, remember there's marketing and there's prospecting. Unless you're really huge and you've got a massive audience, you should be doing both. But creating the curiosity with your marketing, so that comes through with reels, with stories, with curiosity posts. If you don't know how to do them, learn. That's where you want to invest your time. learning how to do things like reels, learning how to do, curiosity posts in your stories, learning how to write a curiosity post. I'm still getting people approaching me about a post I put on my personal profile weeks and weeks ago about a product in my company. It was just a curiosity post. I wrote a bit of a story, shared, a bit about a product, and I'm still getting customer sales from that post. Like, learn how to create curiosity because somebody's always watching. You may not think it. You may be one of those people that goes, well, I'm not getting much engagement on my social media. Maybe not. Maybe people aren't commenting, but I tell you, they're watching. So when you can learn to create curiosity on an ongoing basis, not just once every 3 months, like once a week, have a great curiosity post going up on your social media. Put curiosity, posts up in your stories about a product or your business opportunity or how excited you are about something, those kind of things. And a value provider. So teach people things around your niche market. So if you're in a health and wellness company, then that would be teaching people about something to do with health or a recommendation or a recipe or something that's helpful to people. The more valuable you become on social media, the more dollars you are going to make in your business. So if you're not making any dollars in your business at the moment, you're not that valuable on social media at the moment. But this is what you should be working on. You want to just flood your social media with valuable information and tips and things like that around your niche market. So people look up to you and they're not skeptical about, what it is that you're posting. Or you do put up a product post at some point, but people, it's just natural for people to accept that because you've been talking about health and wellness for the last 2 months, and then you recommend a product. It's those of you that don't talk about it at all, and then you put up something you're excited about, and people are like, well, that's a bit of left field. Where did that come from? You don't want to do that with your products or your business opportunities. So talk about it and let people know what it is that you do and you're passionate about and that you can help people and give people tips around. So you want to be a great curiosity creator and value provider. That's what you really want to concentrate on when you don't have a big audience or influence, because you can give out great tips and great valuable information without being famous. Is that fair to say? Like, you can all do that. You can all provide great information. You only just need it to connect with one person. Okay, for the sale and intrigue. The last thing I would really recommend you put on your radar, because this is easier for you, and some of you are not looking at this information. When you're doing your prospecting, so you're doing your marketing and your prospecting. So your marketing is your reels, your stories, your curiosity posts, bringing value, all that kind of stuff. Your prospecting is when you're becoming a professional conversation starter, you're complimenting people, you're asking questions, you're having a conversation, okay? Now, around that, what I would recommend you do with that prospecting piece is connect with people that are already looking at you. I'll say that again. Connect with people that are already looking at you. So if you're doing things like reels and stories, let's take one example with stories. You can see who's watching your stories. Do you ever look at that? Or do you just look at it every now and again? Like, look at it all the time and note down the names of the people that are already looking at you, because that's not cold market. That's somebody that's actually already looking at your content. So if you're really smart about this, you will go and liaise with people on Facebook and Instagram that are already looking at you. So strategize that and make that a priority over just, you've got 15 minutes of networking in the morning, 15 minutes of networking at night, and you're just random. You're totally random. You're just like, oh, I'll go through my friends list, or, I'll just pick on some people and I'll just start conversations with strangers. You'll have far better results if you liaise with people that are already looking at you. They're looking at your content. They're commenting on your content. They might only just push the like button and that's all they've done, but they're already looking at you. So look at the people that are looking at you and prioritize those people. I'm not sure what kind of systems you guys use. I use, and my network marketing team, we use Trello. If you're in my coaching community, I've got a whole lead generation Trello board set up for you guys. You can just adopt that, and you should be putting down the names on the Trello board of everybody that's looking at you. Those of you that did my lead generation boot camp, that's not available anymore. It's got taken down. But if you're in my coaching community, you've got all the videos and all the information for that. This is what I'm talking about. Look at the people, like liaise with the people that are looking at you. You're going to get far better results than that, than talking to somebody that knows nothing about you. Which is the beautiful thing about social media, is that you can turn the cold market into a warm market, into a hot market, into a customer or teammate. Amazing. That's why we're all here, to utilize social media with modern social media strategies. But you'll have far better results if you concentrate your time initially with your prospecting with the people that are already looking at you. Then when you run out of those people, go and then do prospecting in the cold market. But start there. Start with the people that are already looking at you. So let's say you put a post up on Facebook. Let me just give you one example to bring reality to this about what I really mean. You put a post up on Facebook, and it could be anything to do with, something that you've just done. Like some of you will know that I've just had a big birthday and I went away for a couple of weeks, went camping, then 5-star villa, then away interstate in Australia. Had an amazing couple of weeks and a lot of interaction on my social media. So there's people that may not have commented, but they've clicked like on some of my photos, and I don't even know who they are. It would be best served with my time in my networking to go and write down those names on my Trello board and go to their Facebook or their Instagram and give them love back and let them know that I'm there. And it's those people, this is where the algorithm starts working. They're going to see more of your content. And then when you're really smart, for Facebook, sorry, not an Instagram strategy, but for Facebook, you put them on a Facebook list, and then you create content just for those people that's more strategic about a particular product or, your business opportunity. There's so many strategic things that you can do so you don't feel like you are flying by the seat of your pants. Because I know some of you feel like that. You're just like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to do. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. A few days go by and it's like, oh, I should put something up because I haven't posted anything for a while, or I should put something in my stories. And you've got no intention. You've got no strategy. You're just flying by the seat of your pants. Start with these things. Short form video content, absolute must. Professional conversation starter, absolute must, especially in the beginning, and teach your newbies how to talk and have conversations. For those of you in my coaching community, go through the recruiting funnel, because I give you words and scripts and things that help you actually learn how to have conversations through the recruiting funnel. Check in with your mindset and that you're coming from a place of who can I help today, not who can I get today, and being, really quick at identifying pain points and offering solutions. That was number 3. Number 4, creating curiosity and providing value. And number 5 is, with all of that, liaise with the people that are already looking at you to start with, and then move into the cold market. Okay, does that make sense? This is not new, any of this. Those of you that have been following me for a while go, yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. But what I would encourage you to do is check in with how you're utilizing your time. And if you still feel like you're flying by the seat of your pants, you want to look at these type 5 things and think, okay, how can I be a little bit smarter with my time? Who should I be liaising with? How am I talking to people? What kind of questions am I asking? Am I asking what I call the leading question, which is in the recruiting funnel for those of you in the coaching community, like all that kind of stuff. Get really good at these things and you'll have far better results in your business. Okay, so was that helpful to you guys? Even if you're in the know, does it just help you check in a little bit with where you should be spending your time? I hope it does. Just checking in. Hi, Yvette. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Hero. How are you? Good to see you guys here. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you, Johnny. Great training tips as always, Helen. Good to see you on, Johnny. So I'm going to leave it there. I've got a Zoom with my network marketing team in 5 minutes, and then I've got to host a webinar for another mentorship company. That's why I'm 2 hours live, 2 hours earlier than I normally am. I got a lot going on today. But I just wanted to share that with you in hopes that it's going to help some of you just fine-tune what it is you're doing rather than flying by the seat of your pants. Okay. Next week, I'm opening the registrations to my next 4-day free boot camp on how you can create lost my camera on. I'm back. Sorry. It's really bad weather here at the moment. So sorry about that. You just lost the camera on Facebook there. But next week, I'm opening up registrations for my free 4-day Attract Prospects with Freebies bootcamp, which starts the week after. Stay tuned with me next week to register for that bootcamp. I'm going to share with you how you can create a resource quickly and easily. You just got to know how to do it and what your topic is and how to create the content and then how you create the actual freebie or the lead magnet. But I'm doing this all for free in 2 weeks' time, but registration's open next week. So make sure you stay tuned with me next week. Amazing weekend. It's Friday in my part of the world. It'll be Thursday night in some of your part of the world. But thank you for being here this week. It's great to be back in my normal routine to give you, great training moving forward. So I will catch you guys next week. Bye-bye.